Mike can restate it. So I assumed this was going to be a pretty small group tonight. There is the Holocaust Remembrance event happening at 6. I knew people were going to that, and we also have the County Commission, where people are going to speak about those ARPA funds and maybe the ICE resolution, and I'm not sure what else. So no new faces. We're going to jump ahead. This should be fairly quick. Did anyone go to the Rural Healthcare Town Hall with Anna Aho-Rinth? I heard from my sister that it had a good turnout. That's all I can tell you. I also include the Elgin County Indivisible, their email. That is the way you can get information. And then because I signed up for it, I got an update, and there is that information about that they had about 100 for the No Kings event. There's when do they meet weekly, and then they have a monthly meeting. So that is in the agenda, and it's in the notes. If you are online and don't have that, Elgin County Indivisible meets weekly every Friday at 10:30. This month they're at the Gallery Coffee Shop. In May they'll go back to Falling Rock Cafe. And then their monthly meeting is on Wednesday the 29th at the MSU South Farm in Chatham. And they have some other, it's going to be a potluck, but you can email them. I'm just going back because I have a handful of stuff. Just a reminder of the special elections for Nagani and also Marquette. I still have the handout for the GLPA candidate training in the UP for Saturday the 25th in Marquette or Sunday the 26th in St. Ignace. And that is, if it's supposedly for people that are actually filed to run, but even if you are just interested in learning about what it takes, that is a good option. What else do I have in this big old packet? I think Bob is not here, but I think he is still looking for people for the Ukraine flags. If anyone knows anything about that, you can share that. Also, so the U.S. Forest Service is supposedly just relocating things, but you know, when the Trump administration does that, it's because they want to get rid of it. So the Alt National Parks Facebook page got tagged with a community note because they were listing businesses to reach out to. So they have developed a complete website about this, and the pressure is working. There are numerous companies, Patagonia, REI, I don't know, there's a bunch, that have all spoken out against this. So they have a website that you can go to called saveusfs.org, and it tells you what they're doing and how you can help fight against the closures, including our lawns and Halton ones here. Mayday plans. There are plans now. If you get the LSRI newsletter and have read that today, you would know a little bit, but May 1st is no work, no school, no shopping nationally. And then here in Marquette from 4 to 6 on May 1st at the Marquette Commons, there will be a gathering. The labor unions here are the ones that are organizing this. LSRI and Yoopers Unite are supporting it. It is actually nationally going through the National Education Association. There's the teachers. Yes. As a retired teacher, I'm proud of that group. Glad to see that they were at the top. And we all know, if you're not aware, May 1st and 2nd is Northern's graduation weekend. So that's a really hard one here for our local businesses. However, there is talk, and we talked about this last week, is there a way that we can promote certain businesses over other businesses for that, like Dunkers is very friendly, and So, I don't know where we're at with that. Tina, have you been able to, no, okay. So we have a little bit of time. We'll keep you posted as much as we can, and LSRI will be keeping you posted as much as possible too. 4 to 6. And if you're on our Facebook page, I'm assuming I'm gonna call them out because they're talking, sorry. Ms. Joanne, are you gonna put the May Day 4 to 6 at Marquette Commons as an event? When you get, okay. Okay, so I do know it's 4 to 6 on May 1st at the Marquette Commons. That I know. Other than that, let's see if there's anything. The public accuracy tests, we talked about that last week. So I put that on here. The calls for submissions, I talked about that last week for any young activists, 8 to 28 years old. And I do know the person that is running this. So that's why I was also willing to put this out. So it is a friend, well, not a friend. Her students were, her children were students of mine. And she's the one that's organizing this. Then I also found out that the Movement Builders Training, this is coming through LSRI too. There is a free weekend of immersive training. The dates are June 26th, 27th, and 28th, downstate. They need to let the organizers know by April 17th. And I can give you more information about that. And then a couple other things that I have written on my paper. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, tomorrow April 15th at 1 o'clock at Cognition here in Marquette, there is an LSRI membership dialogue. Do you want to talk about it? Anyone? Also, just found out April 23rd, and these will be in the minutes. April 23rd, so next Thursday at 6 p.m. at Northern in Jamrich room 1100. No, 1100, whatever. My goodness. It's the big room on the main floor of Jamrich. The movie The Librarians is going to be shown, and there will be a panel discussion. In the notes, there'll be a website you can go to, but The Librarians is an indie film that is all about book banning and how that has been happening in our country and how the librarians are fighting back. And Northern's library staff is part of the conversation. So that's April 23rd, 6 p.m., Jamrich, room 1100. And then Wednesday, May 20th at 6 p.m. is the all members meeting for LSRI, and that is also the Promote the Vote will be up here to talk.
I'm working on the venue.
Okay.
We haven't established the venue yet.
Okay, so the venue, yeah.
It'll be May 20th at 6 p.m. I knew that.
But venue, and I think, Lydia, if you're writing the notes, I think I already wrote that too, that the venue or like place is to be determined or something.
Did you repeat what the date and things?
Yeah, May 20th, 6 p.m. So instead of the LSRI at the beginning of the month, they decide to do it with the Promote the Vote. I don't have anything else. Does anyone else have, ooh, yeah, please. I feel like I just read the paper.
You did an excellent job.
Thank you.
MEA regional office right across the street from my house. So, there is a Map the Future, there's a Map the Future event or set of events that's coming out soon. It's based on Marquette County, and it's being split between 4 events. You're supposed to drop in and attend based on your region. I will get some more information over on the Discord and possibly the Facebook. We'll see if it's relevant there.
I think so.
But um, I'm just going to read the little blurb. This went out through through some of the schools recently. Marquette County Planning Division is hosting a series of Map the Future events across the county to gather community input, providing an opportunity to guide the division's update of the Marquette County 2040 Master Plan at 4 regional meetings. Residents are encouraged to attend the meeting in their region. At each event, attendees can expect to hear from county planners on local demographics and trends, learn about related planning processes underway, including materials management and hazard mitigation, and connect with fellow community members. Participants will also be invited to share their thoughts on key topics including economy, health and human services, housing, recreation, transportation, and environment. The event schedule by region. Moose Hills will be Monday, May 4th at 6 p.m. That will be at Jersey's in Champion. Borealis Beach, Thursday, May 7th at 6 p.m. at Barrel and Bean in Marquette. Blueberry Farms will be Thursday, May 14th at 6 p.m. at the Up North Lodge in Gwynn. And Iron Core will be Thursday, May 21st at 6 p.m. at the Mather in Ishpeming. All events run from about 6 to 7:30 p.m. and are drop-in friendly. A presentation by county planners will take place shortly after 6. All community members are welcome. Light snacks will be provided and a cash bar will be available. To find your planning region or learn more, visit mqtcoplan.org. Yeah.
Thank you. I think I got that too.
Graham, where did that come from? Because I think I got an email or someone sent me, because one of the tabs on my computer is the market, like there's a survey you can take or something.
It went out from Marquette County, just Marquette County.
Okay. Yeah, if you can post that to Discord and then I can get it out through the emails. Yay, someone else.
I like it when it's not me.
Right? Hi guys. Spring is springing, I think. Can't say spring is sprung, but hopefully spring is springing. And I wanted to use that opportunity to remind people that, particularly the people who are on food stamps or SNAP benefits, that a lot of the farm-to-table programs and the farm share boxes, like for Partridge Creek's Farms, and I think that the little co-op down by the lake, what's that called? Lakeshore
April.
Depot.
LSD.
Often give discounted rates for people with SNAP benefits. So you can use your SNAP benefits to purchase one of those farm share boxes. And I just wanted to let you know and remind you, if you already knew, that now is the time to get signing up for programs like that. I also wanted like if you go to Lakeshore Depot itself, they just have a little sign-up paper. You show them your food stamp card. I myself participated with that one before, so I can say that you pick the food up once a week, and when you go there, they zip your card through the little machine. It's just like going to the grocery store. But they only charge half of whatever. Last year, they only charged half of whatever the going rate was. So it was fairly inexpensive, and I believe from my memory, it was like $7 for me to get a food box. What comes in them is different every week based on what is available growing at that time in the season. So Partridge Creek Farms, I've not participated specifically, but they have a very nice website and they're very nice people, and I'm sure that if you just went on to Partridge Creek's farm or any of your local farms, just check with them. They probably all have some kind of program that they want to sell their produce to. That's their job.
There isn't like one.
There isn't any single one. It would be individually related to the farms. I know that the Lakeshore Depot one isn't specific to a farm. It's because they get produce in from various regional farms. Sometimes the produce comes from Wisconsin, but they always label all of it, so you know where it's coming from.
They're good.
Yeah, it's really good program. And the other thing I wanted to just mention is that when LSI last spoke about the May Day events, which we're really excited to partner with Yoopers Unite and the Teachers Union is leading the way on that one. We need a person who is responsible for being the lead from our side of the event. So somebody that would stay in contact with the union and help them facilitate whatever they need from us. Whether that's getting volunteers to put flyers around or whatever, maybe, I'm not sure. But we're trying to spread the responsibilities out to more people, and if that would be an entry point for you, it's not terribly, a great big huge thing you gotta plan, because they're doing most of the planning, we just need to support them. We were looking for a lead for May Day events, so just wanted to, I guess, get those informations out there. And again, I know that Paula mentions it a lot of times, and just for the prosperity of having it in our notes and online, if you have suggestions or ideas about activities you would like to see, either Yoopers Unite or LSRI participate in, take a stance on, please make sure you communicate that to us and not think, well, why aren't they doing that? We're constantly looking for information about what we can share with the community, how we can support it, and that takes all of us. So make sure that you're giving us input, and if you have the skills and time, your volunteer hours. Thanks, guys.
Yes, so if you attend an event and you go, oh, that was great, like when I attended the reproductive health resource, and I went, oh, this is good, we should have them come. Yeah. And I'm not in charge of the agenda, I'm just the one that writes it, so. But I help coordinate, so we don't have like 3 people showing up at the same time. I assumed it was gonna be slow. Anyone else have anything tonight? Yeah. Do I have to answer it? Okay. I was gonna say, cause when my students would say I have a question, I'm like, and then I would go, and the answer is 252 hot dogs. And they would look at me and I go, wow.
Flip the switch. Switch.
Switch.
It's on the microphone. Towards you.
There is a post that says, is anyone else a little upset that Yoopers Unite has been posting stuff that put out by bots? Anyone know anything about that?
I'm not in charge.
I can only say that a lot of what I see on the Unite is shared by members. It's shared by members, so if a member isn't making sure it's not a bot thing, it's up to the members. The only thing that gets in there is shared by members.
Yes.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was some kind of controversy that I didn't know about.
No.
If it was,
So,
if it was a big deal, I don't know.
so what Tina just said, for those of you online, is it has to be shared by a member or posted by a member in Yoopers Unite. So I don't think there can be bots in a private group.
Unless we misjudged that
Yes.
an account is a bot. And certainly if you think you see an account that's a bot, let admin know.
Yes.
And we'll.
Right. So if you feel that something you are seeing on the Facebook group is a bot or just not appropriate for the group, then reach out to the administrators of the group, and those are listed in there, and they will look into that. Anything else? Oh, Chris. Yay, Chris.
The day after last week's meeting, Wednesday morning, NPR ran that segment on the healthcare thing.
Oh, so yes, on that reproductive health resource, NPR ran the piece,
Yes.
the national NPR,
Yes.
yes. I don't
That
think
was the morning after, and Bud had something he wanted to tell you about, No Kings in Nome.
Or we can bring the mic to you.
No, it's fine. We had 17 people show up in Nome, Alaska. Nome, Alaska, we have about
To get it out, you'll have to unplug it.
1,000 people.
So in Nome, Alaska, you can do it. And
I can do it, yeah.
It's okay.
He's just saying that 17 people showed up in Nome, Alaska for No Kings 3. No Kings 3,
The last
the
one.
last No Kings we had.
Yeah,
So there was 17 people in a very, very red
yeah.
district.
Extremely
um,
primitive for that many people to show up at once. Amazing.
So
Yes.
Nome is very primitive, the population obviously is scattered throughout a very big geographical area, but to have 17 people in one place is a party.
yes,
So they did it. Good job, Nome, Alaska.
did you go to the county commission?
Yeah.
It was, so the county commission was a weird meeting, that's what we're hearing. No, no, that's fine. Just, I was surprised, because usually you go and I saw you early, so that's, I was just making sure that you didn't have anything to share. Equalization meeting, I don't know. Isn't that? Oh. I know they were supposed to talk about the ARPA, which equalization of funding, I don't know, above my head. Okay, Tina?
I did want to say very early in the season that because of the country's birthday this year, we should probably start getting together and planning a 4th of July vote sooner rather than later. So just start thinking about that. Put it in your brain. Are you going to be in town? Are you going to be able to participate in building or, being there the day of? I just want to make sure that we're
Doing that again?
planning it ahead and making it a big deal, because it's a big deal.
Well, and a lot of that groundwork, so, yeah, and a lot of the groundwork was done last year, so we can build upon that, and it doesn't have to be much different, I don't think. I think it could be very much a close repeat. In my-
Or we could make really big structures and be phenomenal. Yeah, but, we could. Just saying, think about it.
Thank you. So 4th of July vote, we're gonna. Anything else?
Victor Orban lost.
Oh, yes, Victor Orban lost. And it's not the Epstein list, but there are some of our, some people being held accountable. Yes, for their behaviors. But it is and that was one other thing, those blue postcards we did through LSRI, and then last week, I don't have any of the blue cards, but you can it's still Sexual Assault Awareness Month and Child Abuse Prevention Month. So it's a great way to talk to your legislators about holding the Epstein class accountable. Especially because Bondi didn't show up today, right? No. Right, I know, but can always have hope. All right, anything else? I'm done.
I read the paper.
Okay, folks out there in video land, I guess we're signing off. I like my new shirt, just got it.
I loved it. Oh, yeah, oh, sorry. Oh, I forgot to read this.
Oh, one more.
Sorry.
From the Republic St. Vincent de Paul, dear Yoopers Unite, thank you so much for all the food you donated to our food pantry. It was unbelievable how much we got. It is greatly appreciated, and many of these items we don't have, so our people will be so excited and appreciative appreciative for receiving them. Blessings to you always. St. Vincent de Paul, Republic.
All right, now we're off.